New Braunfels has been one of the fastest growing cities in America for years now. We've almost doubled our population here since 2010, and new residential developments, new commercial developments have been popping up all over the place in New Braunfels as fast as the city can issue permits. But is all of this, all this growth a good thing? What does it mean for jobs? What does it mean for affordable living and businesses? We're going to tackle all of this today, our current state of the city of New Braunfels, plus a peek into the future. If you guys are new here to my channel, thank you so much for hopping aboard, because every week we're trying to put out relevant content, just like today's content, about what it's like to live in New Braunfels. New information today about the state of the city in New Braunfels in 2023 and a little bit beyond. Today's information is coming from two sources. One is the city's annual economic benchmark report, and the other is the economic development meeting. So here is the information, the state of the city in New Braunfels. We're getting a lot more educated in New Braunfels. We have a 41% increase in the number of adults with bachelor degrees since 2017. We're making more money on average in New Braunfels. In 2022, our median household income increased 8% over the previous year, 2021, and it's increased 25% since 2017. More people are working in New Braunfels. Right after the start of the pandemic, unemployment was just over 6%. Today, it's around 3%. But a lot of New Braunfels residents, almost 80%, are commuting out of New Braunfels for work if they're making over $40,000 a year. And that's a lot of money leaking New Braunfels during the day, which led me to ask this question during a Q&A session at the Economic Development meeting in New Braunfels.
We have a lot of people live in New Braunfels, commute to work, Austin, San Antonio area. So we have a lot of people coming in, but a few more going out. So what's being done to attract, higher paying jobs?
We are trying to align our economic development strategy with the skills of the folks that live here and commute out of town. So we've taken a look at particularly what industries they are working in today, and actively trying to recruit. I say we, us in the chamber, is trying to recruit those companies that are good and better alignments with the existing residents here that are commuting out of town, because we really want to try to keep those folks from leaving town and just staying in town.
So that's good news. The city and the chamber and the economic development team are all teaming up to recruit higher paying jobs to New Braunfels, like Continental. The automotive manufacturing plant opened last year on the city's northeast side. Continental says they plan on creating 500 jobs with benefits. Attracting jobs to New Braunfels hasn't been a problem. New Braunfels averages 1,100 new jobs a year since 2012. So more jobs, making more money here. That's probably a good thing, because the price of our median home in the city limits has almost doubled since 2012. And much of that's come since March 2020, when our median home price was $245. Today, it's almost $400,000. And the sharp spike in median home price in New Braunfels had a lot to do with the pandemic. When a lot of people moved to New Braunfels, we had very little inventory, which caused an increase in our median home price. Today, it's a different story. Dating back to last year, of course, the market slowed down a little bit because of interest rates, but builders are continuing to build, and we have no shortage of brand new homes being built and on the ground already finished in New Braunfels, and no shortage of new businesses as well. Since 2012, the city has issued 11,000 permits, new homes, new businesses, all across town, which means we're running out of buildable land in New Braunfels. Yes, you heard me say that. We are running out of land in New Braunfels. You're looking at the city map. The blue means these areas are already built out. All of the mustard colored areas are not developed yet. The red represents some type of public ownership where you can't develop on that land. And the green represents the floodplain. Not a lot of land left to develop in New Braunfels, only around 5,000 acres left, and the city forecast will run out of land within city limits in 2034 or 2035. And this is part of the reason the city is focusing on higher density living, smaller lot sizes to accommodate all this growth affordably. We're seeing a lot more multifamily units all over New Braunfels, apartments, townhomes, condos. Smaller spaces, though, doesn't always mean smaller homes. Take Town Creek, a subdivision in New Braunfels, a charming blend of craftsman-style homes with a slice of Americana, large homes relative to the lot sizes. All of today's information speaks to New Braunfels within the city limits, but we do have larger lots, we do have larger homes in our hill country area just outside city limits. Who's living in these homes and who's living in New Braunfels these days? Well, New Braunfels is getting younger. One of our biggest growth areas is in families with kids under 18. We're looking at a new elementary school in New Braunfels basically every other year. We're also getting older at the same time. The number of people who turn 65 or older the past decade has increased 55%, and that is the fastest growing segment of our population. And New Braunfels has been building toward these changing demographics, whether it's with families with kids under 18 and developing more residential communities with amenities near schools, or whether it's serving the older population with communities that have smaller lots where there's less to maintain. It's like a lock and leave community. New Braunfels has been growing since the 90s. That's well over 3 decades now. And the city, the economic development team, and the Chamber of Commerce do not expect that growth to slow down anytime soon. We have new jobs every year. We're more educated. We're making more money. We're younger. We're older. And we're running out of buildable land in New Braunfels. My favorite part of the video is now. What do you guys make of the state of the city in New Braunfels? Let me know, because it'll be very helpful in the comment section below. And what do you make after watching today's video? Do you still plan on making your move to New Braunfels? Or now do you want to move away from New Braunfels? Either way, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can email me, you can call me, or you can shoot me a text. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching our videos. We'll see you on the next one.